A food equity expert from Lakehead University has been monitoring the rise in grocery prices nationwide. Charles Levko says many shoppers feel like they've been taken advantage of by the big corporations, and the federal government is getting just as much backlash. Josh Morano reports.
Grocers are expecting inflation to cool over the coming months, but that doesn't necessarily mean prices are going to follow. Just last week, Industry Minister Francois Philippe Champagne met CEOs of the top 5 grocery stores in Canada to try and mandate lower prices. However, Lakehead University food equity expert Charles Levko says nothing really was said that will help prices in the short term. However, he thinks plans such as the Competition Act, the Grocery Code of Conduct, and the idea of a grocery task force could help in the long term. But that's not good enough for residents in Thunder Bay, which has a lower average income compared to other major cities.
These big 5 grocery stores, which control about 80% of the market, are really, their profits are increasing. While for many of us, we're seeing with inflation, we're seeing more and more challenges to actually access food, not only that is healthy, but also culturally appropriate, the food we need. And those are key questions.
It's not just inflation that affects the market in Thunder Bay. Transportation is one of the largest factors in high costs at grocery stores in northern regions, relying on imports since the growing season is so short here. While Thunder Bay does have some local food producers, Levko notes that the big corporations affect their prices as well.
We do have a lot of wonderful producers producing things like dairy and meats and vegetables and lots of value-added products, fish as well. But it's sometimes really hard for those people, those companies or those small businesses to get to market because the marketplace is really skewed to support those larger companies.
Levko adds there's a lot more that contributes to people being able to afford groceries, and a lot of those can be tied to federal and provincial government efforts. Some of those include increasing minimum wage and making the cost of living more affordable, especially in northern communities where jobs may be harder to find. Josh Morano, TVT News.